So today's topic is one that's very, very relevant. It's all about dealing with burnout. But before we get into that, we are very excited to share that we are going to have our first actual in-person live event in Gurgaon at the end of May. So on 27th May, if you are in Gurgaon or in Delhi and you want to spend a morning with us, full of mindfulness, as well as tips and tricks and strategies to deal with burnout on a consistent, sustainable basis, then do join in. It's going to be a lot of fun. And at the same time, something that we are very excited to be able to bring to you for the first time ever. And we are hoping that after Gurgaon, we will be going to other cities as well. So if you're available, end of May, we will be sharing all the details on our website later today, and you can join in if you would like to. And Akanksha and I will both be there. Thought I'd mention that as well. We will be taking this session. So without further ado, let's just jump right into today's topic, which is all about dealing with burnout. So Akanksha, as always, hit us off. What is burnout?
Hi. So as the world becomes fast-paced and demanding, we are experiencing a new phenomena called burnout. Burnout is the physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion that we feel when we experience long-term stress in our personal or professional lives. The symptoms of burnout are different from person to person, but they all manifest in physical, emotional, and behavioral signs associated with exhaustion. So I want you to think of a car that is running out of fuel. At first, it may slow down and struggle to keep up, but eventually it's going to stop and it won't be able to move forward. So just like a car needs fuel to keep going, human beings need rest and energy to keep moving forward. When we neglect our needs and push ourselves beyond our limits, we risk running out of fuel and experiencing burnout. For many people, burnout comes from work-related stress, but it can also be caused by personal and family issues or relationship problems, financial problems, or significant life events.
Yeah, and I think the most popular sort of scenarios which we've all heard of where one can experience burnout is a corporate job, especially if it's a high pressure corporate job, because when you're going to work with other people, not only are you focused on your task list at hand, but you're also dealing with other people, managing their expectations, their emotions, whatever they are coming and bringing into work with them. So that can become exhausting, especially if you are working in a place that doesn't value boundaries, that doesn't pay big emphasis on your mental health and your general well-being, as well as a good work-life balance. Another place you can experience burnout is entrepreneurship, especially when you're starting your own business. No matter how much you love it, you can still experience burnout if you keep pushing yourself over your boundaries, over your limits. I think this is a myth we should bust right here, that if you're doing something you love, you will not experience burnout, which is not true. In fact, you'll do so much of it because it won't seem like quote work. But if you don't have boundaries in place for yourself, you don't take rest, you can get exhausted, you can experience burnout as well. Another scenario could be caretaker burnout. So if you are looking after somebody, let's say in your family or your friend circle, who can't look after themselves, they could be sick or unwell, then you can experience burnout as well. Relationships, high pressure relationships, or toxic relationships, friendships, where the other person is just being, have behaviors which can be, which they are just looking, they're selfish, or they're looking out just for themselves and not about you and your boundaries. You can experience burnout there as well. Another big sort of place where is scenario could be social media and digital exposure. These days we are inundated with so much information, so much content coming at us from every angle. And if we don't take a break, if we don't take steps to just sort of switch off and keep our electronic devices at bay, that can also lead to burnout. So, Kansha, what are some symptoms of burnout that we should look out for?
So, burnout manifests in different areas of our life, in physical areas, emotionally, and behaviorally. So, some of the physical symptoms of burnout can include feeling tired all the time, or a loss of energy, having headaches and stomach aches, not being able to go to sleep, or constantly having illnesses and infections. People who experience burnout also experience changes in their appetite and their weight, and they have digestive issues. Emotionally, people who are burnt out feel very detached, or what we call emotionally numb. They have difficulty talking to other people in social situations. They struggle with feelings of sadness and anxiety, and may even have panic attacks. These people have a general sense of disappointment. People with burnout have a general sense of disappointment in life, and they have feelings of doubt related to their work, their relationships, and society in general. Behavioral burnout can lead to increased irritability or moodiness. It can lead to a sense of separation from others. It can decrease your productivity, increase procrastination or avoidance of doing tasks. And also, you lose the ability to fully concentrate or focus on your tasks. People who are burnt out also may engage in unhealthy behaviors like overeating or overspending or drinking too much or using drugs to cope with the stress that they are experiencing. Burnout can be an extremely challenging experience, but identifying the signs and symptoms is the first step to healing from it. You can use strategies to manage your stress and to restore balance in your life, which we will be talking about in our next Mindful Mondays episode about how to overcome stress and burnout. And it's important to remember that you don't have to suffer in silence. You can ask for help, and you can take steps to feel better and to overcome burnout. So in our workshop that we're going to have on the 27th of May, we will be sharing a lot of steps and strategies to help you overcome burnout and stay resilient. Use those strategies to be able to manage stress when it comes to your life next time in the future. So we would love to hear from you the kind of tips and tricks that you use to overcome stress and burnout. Please let us know in the comments section below. And we hope to see you for the workshop if you are in Delhi NCR. Yeah, that's it for today. It was really nice to talk to you, Kanchi.
You too. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.